Hey Writers Who Run, Christy here. I wanted to jump in and share, what do you do when you're ready to get a critique for your writing? So let's say you've just finished, chapter 10 in your novel, and you got some people to read it for you and give you some feedback, and you have conflicting viewpoints and opinions about the latest chapter that you've submitted to them. What do you do with that information? So I wanted to dive into that. Welcome, my name is Christy Wright-Wild. I am an author, a writing coach, and the founder of Writers Who Run. I help writers who like to run do more of what they love by sharing tips, inspiration about writing, productivity, running, and mindset. And today we're talking about two opposing reasons almost, to kind of get a manuscript critique. And before I forget, if you like this video, I just would love to invite you to click the link and go learn more about getting a critique. But, I want to start off with a little story. One time I was running with a group of people, and it was like it wasn't a race, but we were trail running in the trails. And someone came up to me and said, "Hey, can I give you some advice about running uphill?" And I was like, sure. I thought I was doing just fine. And she said, run on your toes, like the balls of your feet and your toes, definitely not your whole foot and not your heel. And she's like, you'll be able to get up the hill faster and easier that way. And I said, okay, I'll give it a try. And now every time I run up the hill, like right near my house, it's like a quarter mile. We are like our driveway, and then like we have the driveway till we get to like the main road. It's about 50 to 100 feet, and it's a steep hill. And every time I run up the hill, I don't always run up it, but every time I do run up it, I think of her and the advice she gave me. Even though I didn't ask for the advice, it was still good feedback that I needed to hear if I wanted to get better at it. So the two reasons that you want to get a manuscript critique, and here's a mistake, a lot of writers they ask for feedback. Maybe they don't ask other writers. Maybe they're asking family and just like friends, right? And the main reason that they are asking for feedback, because they don't know any better at this point, is they just want to know if it's good enough. They just want to know if they're headed in the right direction. They want to get kudos and pats on the back and say, hey, great, keep it up, good job, it's all good, I love it. But as writers, if you want to grow and get better at your craft, you have to learn to hear the bad stuff. And so the two reasons are, one, you want to get feedback, good and bad, right? And the feedback is going to help you improve your story, and hopefully you can hear the good and the bad. So, and when they give you that feedback, you're going to have like the direction to take your story. If someone gives you feedback that says, I'm confused here, then that's your job as the writer to write it in a non-confusing way. Don't go back and start to defend yourself and say, oh, well, it's because this, that, and the other. Don't you get it? Or, something along those lines. That's not how it works. You have to go back and rewrite it so that it's not confusing. And so when someone's telling you that they're confused about who's speaking or where they are in the story or why a character did something or any of those things, then that's going to help you take the story in a different direction and to just kind of improve on your writing. And so that's reason number one is direction, okay? So that's like the correction, direction, correction, they kind of go together. The second reason, which is kind of opposite of getting direction and ways to improve, is encouragement. And encouragement doesn't always mean that you're going to get a glowing review of every single word in your manuscript. You want people to give you feedback on the positive and the negative in a way that cheers you on to want to keep going, to make your story better, tighter, more interesting, and to flow better and be more understood. And so those are just two things that I talk about in the blog post, which is all about getting a critique. Like, how do you take that feedback and what do you do with it? And what questions should you ask someone to answer if you're going to get some feedback on that? So you want to have direction, but you also need it to be encouraging. So those are the two reasons that you want to get a critique so that you can become a better writer, just like, running uphill. And if you liked this and you want to learn more about that, then I just invite you to go and click the link in the description of this video. And I want to just thank you for being here, watching, showing up. And I'm going to have another video the next time. And I will see you later. Have a great night. Goodbye.